Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it. Chris Neo's Beyond Eros, the first installment in the Love Secret series, is an ambitious blend of relationship drama, psychological inquiry, family saga, comedy, and international adventure. The novel begins with Aris as a fearless and inquisitive boy in Cyprus, where his fascination with a girl named Gina leads him to hear of a mysterious secret capable of inspiring love. That childhood question becomes the organizing idea of his life. Decades later, Aris is a successful businessman, husband, father, and grandfather, whose marriage to Gina has deteriorated into resentment and distrust. When the strain of his home life finally pushes him to leave, his old curiosity about the love secret becomes a reason to travel and, more importantly, a way to reconsider what love actually means. Neo describes the series as fiction drawn partly from true love stories and clinical experience, woven into a fictional adventure. And that combination is evident throughout the novel. Aris is the force that holds the sprawling narrative together. The qualities established in his childhood, including courage, stubbornness, humor, loyalty, impulsiveness, and an almost compulsive need to confront injustice, remain recognizable in the older man. His consistency gives the novel continuity, even as its settings and genres change. Aris can move from arguing about marriage and fidelity to fighting criminals, escaping military detention, navigating foreign countries, or debating the nature of love with his companions. Yet he remains unmistakably the same character. His relationships also expose different parts of him. Gina brings his ideas about marital loyalty into conflict with years of bitterness and betrayal. Varro Chase introduces a dangerous form of obsession that mixes attraction, power, surveillance, and control. John and Yuri turn philosophical arguments about love, sex, friendship, and commitment into an ongoing conversation. The women Aris encounters during his travels further complicate his self-image as a loyal, one-woman man, forcing him to examine the difference between desire, companionship, devotion, and romantic love. The novel's most distinctive quality is its determination to make ideas about love part of the action. Characters repeatedly argue competing definitions of love, and those arguments are tested by marriages, affairs, friendships, family bonds, sexual relationships, jealousy, sacrifice, and betrayal. Neo doesn't reduce the subject to romance. The book is equally interested in parental love, loyalty between friends, self-interest, erotic attraction, and the possibility that people can sincerely love someone while still causing that person harm. By the final stages of his journey, Aris has become considerably less certain than the boy who believed a secret could simply make another person love him. His weary conclusion that love is a puzzle no one will ever solve captures a major development in his thinking. The novel's psychological dimension comes from this gradual dismantling of Aris's certainty. He searches for a formula, but repeatedly encounters people whose motives and emotions resist formulas. Beyond Eros is expansive and deliberately eventful. Its early Cyprus chapters establish Aris's family values, his resistance to authority, and the origins of his fascination with the love secret. The contemporary sections broaden into marital drama and corporate intrigue before the book becomes an increasingly elaborate travel adventure through Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and beyond. Neo relies heavily on dialogue, confrontations, physical action, comic reversals, and cliffhanger situations, an approach the author explicitly identifies in his note to the reader as central to his storytelling style. At more than 500 pages, the accumulation of fights, escapes, seductions, arguments, conspiracies, and near-death encounters gives the novel a deliberately heightened quality. Some episodes stretch plausibility, but they also reinforce the almost mythic construction of Eris as a modern adventurer pursuing an ancient mystery. The humor, particularly in the exchanges among Aris, John, and Yuri, helps connect the philosophical discussions to the more extravagant action sequences. This is a novel about a man searching outward for an answer that continually sends him back toward the relationships that formed him. The love secret provides the mystery, but Eris's changing understanding of loyalty, friendship, sexuality, betrayal, and family provides the book's emotional progression. His journey doesn't end with a neat solution. It leaves him with clues, unfinished destinations, unresolved relationships, and a more complicated understanding of himself, which I think is fitting for the opening volume of a series.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.